And right now I'm trying to get that metabolism fired up so much by utilizing 6,000 calories, Jeffrey. But carb cycling is great because of the fact that you do get that one day to boost you and kind of mentally recover. Can they split the cardio, do half before training, half after training? Calorie-rich food, dense food. What is that? Gotta hold that shot. New shirt.
Ooh. Ooh.
Only problem is that front arm makes that back arm look small. Hi guys. All right, we got form check Friday, rocking and rolling. We're gonna jump on over to the Titan crew to get that taken care of. So this is some of the stuff we were talking about yesterday that we wanted to get back to today as you guys get ready for your check-ins tomorrow. One was the cardio. Again, at this stage, we still got some weeks here. Let's not put the cardio in the first thing in the morning before training. I would rather you still really give that training the must attention that it needs, and utilizing the calories that you are on, even if it's minimal calories that you're on, for the best workout you can, because cardio is such a simple thing to do, and you can really do it with very little calorie intake, even on fasting days, if that's something that you're going to be doing. That being said, I did get a lot of questions about, can they split up the cardio, do half before training, half after training? Again, you need glycogen, would be the ultimate goal for your workouts. Now, when your body sleeps and recovers, it also builds up. And so that's also a great utilization for that workout. You don't need glycogen for cardio. It's actually better if you can burn off that glycogen during the workout. So when you do get on cardio, you're right into the fat burning zone. Right, Serge?
Correct.
They teach you that in the basic 101 training manual.
100%.
It does not make sense to get up, have your meal, go in and jump on cardio. Now you're just burning off the food that you just ate and you're not doing what you want to do. So minimize that.
Get your waist trainers.
Waist trainers, lotion up. Definitely do the lotion, guys. I know that you guys see a lot of pros do it, the lotions and stuff like that. And maybe you guys believe that that's something. Do the creams really help? Do that? We've already established that they 100% help. Do the belts help? Does it give more heat to that area? Does that, suck up more water? Does that get you leaner? On my beliefs, it does, and the studies show it does. So again, this is coming down to you and what you're willing to do. Make sure you make those little changes that help us out tremendously. All right, food. We talked about this a couple weeks back, and I know some of you Titans paid attention to this. Calorie-rich food, dense food. What is that? What are we talking? So like, I'm off season and I'm eating this, man, I got the Greek yogurt, I got the whole milk, I got the oils going in, which is great. And then I saw somebody say, hey, well, I saw Mike was doing whole milk, so I got whole milk in my diet.
Yeah, me too. Oh, nice. I'm gonna add that too. Yeah.
Remember, I'm on power bodybuilding. So it's a different program, and right now I'm trying to get that metabolism fired up so much by utilizing 6,000 calories, Jeffrey.
Yeah,
printed
6K.
out 6K.
I know.
So I have room to have some incredible dense food there, the steaks, the good fats, the avocados, and all that kind of stuff, and I can mix in the whole milk. I wouldn't do the same if I was, say, 6 weeks out from stage, because at that point I'm probably in a deficit. I'm probably getting just a certain amount of carbohydrates to really last through the day. I'd probably minimize the fats at that point. I wouldn't.
You got wiggle room.
Yeah, there's no. What would I be gaining for me? The fats in there instead of some kind of protein to build muscle and some kind of carbohydrates for energy. So, well, people, I guess think today's day and age, and correct me if I'm wrong, Serge, they're going to go, well, fats are good. And if you use fats, you can use that for energy. We've already established this, guys. That was a fad diet that came in and went out really freaking quick. You're not going to find an elite. And remember, we're always going to the most elite. Because if you could train like the Phil Heaths or the Jay Cutlers, that's where I would like you to train. And that's how I'd like you to do your nutrition.
I think that has to be said more.
To go to the elites?
Well, because that's what you are. And so that's the mindset that there is. We're going to do everything in the most optimal way, the best way. We're going to get the best results.
I think I just realized what you said too. And
yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought this was given.
Right.
I don't look at you as the CPA guy.
Exactly.
If that's your job. I don't look at you as if you're the police officer. I look at you as a person that should be training just as hard and hard on your nutrition as Mr. Olympia. That's how I look at you.
But there are more people that are unlike you that are saying, hey, yeah, you can have those extra fats. Oh, you can have those extra avocados. You can do this. I can hold your hand the whole way. There's more people saying that.
Yeah.
Which is the comforting, misguiding than reality.
That's an interesting, how do you fight against it? You can't fight against the guy that's the 100 people that are screaming and yelling.
Yeah.
And I'm over here and I'm just talking.
Mm-hmm.
That you're going to hear them more than you're going to hear me.
100%.
But at the same time, I like Elon Musk, and I'll listen to him talk about his beliefs and his ideas and how he lives life relative to the guys that, when I do lectures, there's other guys that do lectures with me, and there's guys that are there and I've known for 20, 30 years. But there's a lot of them I don't listen to, even though that these people paid thousands of dollars to come and listen to them. It's because I know them behind the curtain, and I know what their real beliefs are, and I know what they were doing before compared to the guys that are just absolute geniuses. The uncommon man, to be uncommon in uncommon man, that's a huge thing. So I'm trying to find those guys. I'm trying to find those guys that are so uncommon in uncommon people. I guess my point here is this. It's really up to you, who you're listening to and stuff. At this stage, if you're dieting and you are in a deficit, I would use the foods that best serve your body at that point. I'm not saying don't do whole milk. I'm just saying maybe at this stage, we should probably hold off on it and make sure you're just getting in some kind of protein and good carbs that are really clean and can help you move through the day. Relative to you going, well, I got Greek yogurt in here and I got some avocados, which is great.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's bad.
At this stage, if we're that close to the show, and when I mean show, I mean whatever that show is for you, spring break, your wedding, college, your high school reunion, I don't care what it is, but that to me is your show.
Your baby shower.
Serge's baby shower. If you're doing it at that point, we really do need to fine tune what you're going to be eating at this point. So I would just keep that in mind. When we're off season, man, we have such a luxury, and that's where the Titan meal plan comes into play. It gives you such a variety that you can really enjoy it and still live your life and go out to eat with friends and have whatever those foods are that you really, really like. But if we're at this stage, if we're really down to the final 4 weeks, let's make sure that we're doing the right foods that are best for you to get you in the right position for your finishing day. Okay. I hope that helps you guys out on today's discussion, because we're going to get into this check-in tomorrow. And so when I do this check-in tomorrow, one of the biggest things I want to make sure that we do is that when I say, hey, we're at the stage where you're going to go 3 days low, 1 day high carbohydrate, and we're going to cycle this. So really just get you peeled and get rid of that lower back fat. You know how you guys get really lean and you're like, oh, I look great except for this lower back fat. I'm going to get rid of all of that from you. I want to make sure that you look just better than you did in college. You know, I don't care if you're 55 years old. I want to get you in the very best shape that you've ever been in your entire life. And so if I change up and go, hey, you got 50 grams of carbs a day, you know, and you get 200 grams of protein a day, I wouldn't do my carbs in the sense of pita bread or something.
Pita bread.
You know, I would do more of a low glycemic oatmeal. So at least you get a little something throughout the day because it is 50 grams and it is pretty freaking low. And you would like it to sit there for a bit and give you a little bit more energy. So even those little things. And pita bread's great. And I got pita bread in my diet right now. But again, I'm not on 50 grams of carbohydrates. So it's just what can we choose at that point to make you the very, very best you possibly can. Okay. Proteins, again, if I do minimize your fat intake, that means you probably will have to go, if you're doing Piedmontese red meat, I'm okay with that, except it's a very, because it is very low fat. But there probably will be a point where I just kind of remove that as well, just because of calorie density, and lower you to a white fish just those last couple of weeks. So again, let's make sure that we're using the right stuff. And when you check in, you can feel free to ask those questions. Okay, guys? So that was foods. Again, I am overriding anything that we have given you before. Okay, so if you are on a Titan meal plan and I give you a new calorie breakdown, send that over to the Titan meal plan so we can get that printed out for you, or go off of what my suggestions are at that point. Like if I'm doing, go back to a lot of you guys are now doing that carb cycling, because carb cycling is so great to get really sliced. And if you guys don't know about carb cycling, we'll go over that on Saturday and Sunday with the Titan check-ins. But carb cycling is great because of the fact that you do get that one day to boost you and kind of mentally recover, and then 3 days low or 4 days low or whatever I have you going down low. I've used it in the past. I used it for my best condition, I believe, was the 97 universe. And I did a 3 low, 1 high carb cycling. And it was incredible. But I also did an extreme salt intake as well for that one, which I think helped quite a bit. And then on top of it, I was doing ground turkey. Relative to a lot of the times I'll do tuna at that level just to get really peeled. But I found that ground turkey for that 97 with the overload of sodium really helped me slice up and come in just crisp and clean. But it was the carb cycling. And the carb cycling was just basically a half a cup of oatmeal before the workout and a half a cup after. There's my 50 grams. That was it. That was it for 3 days. And then the 4th day, I'd obviously take it up to my calorie intake, which I needed for that 4th day, but then back down. So we're going to be doing that with a lot of you guys at this point. So again, let me know if you want to do that. Let me know if you like the carb cycling or you would like to try that. Let me know if you want to try the fasting at this point that we are getting down to these last weeks. I'm okay with pulling that out. Let me know. Let me know how hard you want to push it. Because trust me, I'm going to push you as hard as I believe that you can go. And most of you I know that are mentally strong because you joined the Titan crew, that you can be able to do that and jump into that.
Oh, we had a couple people asking about what lotion you use. So there it is. There's
the lotion. I do it twice a day. Before, when I'm really slicing down. Off season, I do it once a day. And it's great for the glutes, that glute hamstring tie-in, the lower back, and obviously the abs, full abs. I know a lot of people just do it on the lower abs. I do full abs. I'll do it also on a bit of the outer chest as well.
Oh yeah, that's a spot.
Because that thing, when the chest is, that outer line of the chest has that indent, that where the muscle just caves over and sucks underneath, it just looks incredible. And some of you guys are getting there, man. That's really what you want. You don't want the line. You don't want if it's in good shadow, you get this little shoulder shadow. I don't want that. I want that muscle so it's indented and comes underneath. That insertion. That's what I would like for you guys. So somebody asked here, what's the truth behind the statement that carbs spare muscle and prevent muscle loss? I have no idea what that means. Serge, you guys want to try that one?
Say it one more time.
Jeffrey, go for it.
What's the truth behind the statement that carbs spare muscle and prevent muscle loss?
Me and Doug just had this talk, so
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you did.
Sorry, sir. I do not know what that even means.
Huh.